Hi and welcome to Time+Space. In this video I'm going to show you some of the features of the new sample library by Xphonic and Zero G called Spiritoso. Spiritoso contains live cello phrases performed by Ian Bracken from the Liverpool Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. It contains 17 gigabytes, thousands of live recorded phrases, rhythms, chords and arpeggios, which is compressed down to 8 gigabytes using Kontakt's lossless compression. So now I'm going to show you some of the features of Spiritoso. I'm just going to literally run through them and then I'll play some of the phrases. So as you can see, this is the main interface of Spiritoso. To select the sounds, you simply go to wherever the library is stored, and then you'll see instruments in the folder, and then you can select from the list of instruments on the left here. So with the interface here, you've got players, so when you put the mouse over the cellos here and move the mouse from left to right, you can bring in however many players you want. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and up to 12 cellos. This feature here is the mod wheel expression monitor. Basically when you move the modulation wheel, you'll see the light going across from left to right, and what that does is that controls the dynamics of the instruments. So when you're playing an instrument, when it's down to sort of quarter of the way, the instrument's a lot lower in volume, and when it's right the way up, obviously it's a lot louder, so it allows you to really control the kind of realism of the sounds. And this, when it's right the way down, it won't be completely off, there's still some volume there. If you go to options here, this feature here, when this is set to on, it will actually take the sound to nothing, to no volume at all, which is useful for fading out sounds and equally fading in sounds. But most sounds are set to this to off, so when it's down there, there's still some volume. And I'll just play a couple of phrases now so you can get an idea of how the modulation expression wheel works. All of the instruments in Spiritoso have key switches, so when these are selected, it will alter the chord to a fifth, or major or minor. So when I select these at the bottom, you'll see those key switches changing, which will alter the way the phrases are played. Spiritoso was recorded using two U87 microphones in an XY pattern at around 15 feet. And in the microphone tab here, where it says mic setup, you can alter the position of the mics. You can turn them on and off, so you've got the closed mic and the boom mic. If both of these are turned off, there's no sound at all. Or you can just have one or both on, and you can alter the volume of the mics and the position left, right or centre. Using the tempo sync tab at the top here, you can control the speed at which Spiritoso plays back the phrase. So in here, we'll set it to host tempo, and Logic, which I'm using as my host sequencer, is set to 130 BPM. So when I play the phrase, it will sync back to the host sequencer. If you click in this tab here, there's various other speeds like double tempo and half tempo. You can also set it to manual as well, so you can manually adjust the speed of the phrase, which will override the host sequencer tempo. So that covers the main interface of Spiritoso. The next section down here is the effects tab. Once you click on that, it takes you to where all the effects are controlled, and you can turn these on and off by simply clicking on these. There's 6 effects in all: tube, drive, compressor, chorus, convolution, delay and filter. And all of these can be accessed via any MIDI CC controller. So you simply right click over the controller, and then you can, I've just selected the modulation wheel. As soon as I move the modulation wheel, it then attaches itself to whatever controller it is that you want to control. So I'm going to play a phrase now from Spiritoso and just flick through some of these effects. The next section down here on the bottom is the Master EQ tab, and this is a basic EQ which allows you to alter the EQ on whatever phrase is playing within Spiritoso. I'm now going to take you through some of the sounds in Spiritoso to give you an idea of the different patches which are available.